Hey, hunters, good morning. It's Friday. It's the day before Saturday. Fridays are usually better than Mondays. But anyway, hey, got on a serious note, got some serious stuff here today. This is a very, very important video. It's all about helping us get our minds right and understanding more about what's going on. So this morning I got up and I had received a text message from a very good friend of mine down south. And he sent me a text message, as he usually does. I open them and read them. And wow. So this is where it becomes critical. This text message was sent to me, and it was about an organization called criticalrace.org. So man, I'm like, what in the world? So I get into looking at it. So it's basically this, right? Most people in the military, that's including all races, I would say 99% of them are not racist whatsoever. I don't care if you're green, brown, black, white, purple, lavender, I don't care. If you're in that fighting position with me and you got my back, I got your back. That is the way it works in the military. I know in the Marine Corps, racism is not tolerated at any point. Hell, let me talk about an infantry platoon I had. I had one guy from Laos. I had African Americans from all over. I had Puerto Ricans. I had an Egyptian. I had an Iranian. I had that little kid from Arkansas, little white kid. Nobody in that particular. I had Hispanics. My radio operator was Hispanic. And then once we got overseas, in my headquarters section, I pulled one of my guys that could speak Farsi, right? As an interpreter for me. So, but I'm a racist for saying that. So this is what I'm getting at. Why is it doing that, man? It's driving me freaking nuts. Anyway, so why am I saying that? So because I said that, I'm a racist. Because I drive a new truck, I'm a racist. Because I'm white, I have white privilege, which makes me a racist. Because I disagree with certain things like abortion, I'm a racist. Because I believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross for my sins, I'm a racist. Because I have no problem with Israel doing whatever Israel wants to do, I'm a racist. Because I live in the South, I'm a racist. Because I have a beard, I'm a racist. It's freaking ridiculous, right? That's all we've heard. That's all we've heard for, I don't know, forever. Well, find out where it's coming from. Criticalrace.org is an organization that is trying to institute critical race theory and provide the resources and instruction to our young people. It is critical race theory. Where does it come from? It comes from critical theory, which is the school of European Marxist school of critical theory. I'm sorry, I got all that screwed up. This critical race theory has been implemented in over 200 universities, colleges and universities around the United States. That's why it's so important for our children to go to college and get that higher education, right? We're going to talk about that for a minute. If you look at the things that are being put in place, and I'm just going to back it all the way up because it goes all the way back to the family, all right? If you destroy the economy of the United States and unemployment is high, then that makes people more dependent on the government. If you destroy the fabric of the family, where there are no fathers in the home, you make people more dependent on the government. Everybody knows that if people get divorced or don't marry, the children 95% of the time stay with the mother, who usually on her own, a working mom trying to pay, child care and health care and this and that, is at an economic disadvantage. And they're going to reach out for support. Who is going to be standing there to give them that support? The government. Recording will be, hold on. All right. Somebody breaking in while I'm trying to make this video. So, like I said, they're at an economic disadvantage. Uncle Sam's right there with the money. They got the EBT card, got WIC. You got all kinds of programs and grants. It's right there. All right. Then you got the destruction of power and disruption of power by doing away with fossil fuels, right? Make us dependent on foreign countries. Somebody's still going to burn that fuel, all right? Thank you, Paris Climate Accord. Okay. And look, this whole thing is much bigger than Biden or Trump. It's much bigger than that. It's what they are teaching and indoctrinating our children. Critical race theory. So, what is it? I know y'all are begging to know what it is. Please do your research. Here is critical race theory. I'm not a racist. Regardless of whether I said it or not, it doesn't matter, I'm not. But because I'm not a racist, that's not good enough. Not being a racist is not good enough. You have to come out and denounce racism. You have to come out and actively get involved in anti-racist stuff like Black Lives Matter, right? That's what they want to require you to do. They want reparations for shit we didn't have anything to do with. You know, the history of this country has been formed through some very difficult challenges, okay? Very, very difficult challenges. Now, folks think that, slavery was wrong. We know that. We understand that. We have learned that. We're an educated society now. We're much smarter than we used to be, right? But the atrocities on the Africans that were brought here and as indentured servants and slaves to work on plantations that were often mistreated, beaten, abused, and murdered. I don't know if that compares to the atrocities of the Native American people that had their land, their homes, their families, and their lives stripped away from them. Why is there not an uproar about that? Native American lives matter. Now, because I said that, makes me a racist, right? If I say all lives matter, I'm a racist. Now, I just explained to you critical race theory in a nutshell. What's behind it? Behind it is the destruction of the fabric of America. The destruction of our ideas, our culture. So when you destroy something, you create a void and you can insert something into that void. And that's Marxism. Socialism does not work. We know that. Look at Venezuela. Look at all around the country. I've been in some of those socialist countries. It's horrible, man. You think we got it bad here? Any person in this country, if they apply themselves, can be whatever they want. All right? criticalrace.org. I'll put a description down in the link. There is an organization out there called Legal Insurrection Foundation that is highly motivated. They were formed. They were formed earlier, but in 2018, I think March, received their 501c3 status. Check them out. I'll provide a description or a link down in the description below. And please do your own research. Don't take my word for it. Google it, whatever, Yahoo. I don't care how you look it up. Bing, don't matter. It's all the same information. Look it up and provide some comments down in the comments below. If you're new to this channel, thank you for subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. That'll help us on down the road. And stay tuned for more informative videos. I'm going to keep doing some research and try to figure out our marching orders and our plan going forward to try to save. And it's all about that right there. You know, they're destroying our individual liberties. They are at the cyclic rate with the stroke of a pen. So blessings to all of y'all. Y'all have a safe day. Have a wonderful weekend. And keep your powder dry. Sic Semper Tyrannis.